Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Coach Raheem, and today, what I want to talk about or share with you is 3 ways to overcome your insecurities. Now, insecurities is something that we all deal with. Every single person on this planet at some point in time in their life may feel insecure about something. Insecurities are basically things that you don't feel comfortable about. So, for example, if there's something that you're supposed to do, and that something involves completing a job or completing a task or uh, being good at something or winning a game, you may feel a sense of, you know what, I might not be good at this. And you may feel like, you know what, I'm really not good at this. Or maybe your insecurities come as a result of a relationship that you're in. Say you're dating someone, or you're going out with someone, or someone is your girlfriend or your spouse, and maybe you don't always feel attractive, you don't feel worthy of them, so you express yourself in ways that show insecurities. Well, what I'm going to do with you is share 3 ways to overcome those insecurities. Now, this is an important discussion because when you talk about insecurities, you're talking about a natural human feeling. Natural, very natural. And it's easy to get over, but it's also easy to feel because it's part of who we are. So here we go. Here's the first thing that you need to do in order to overcome your insecurities. The first thing is to stop comparing yourself to other people. Don't compare, create. By that, what I'm saying is oftentimes people will feel insecure when they feel like there's somebody else who can do it better. And that's a critical mistake because it doesn't matter if someone else can do it better. Of course, there's always someone that can do it better. But the point is for you to do it. So in order to get past the point of feeling insecure, you have to do it. And you should do it by being the most creative you possibly can be. Don't worry about what other people are doing. The advantage that we all have is that we are all different and we are all unique. So even if a million people do the exact same thing, a million people won't do the exact same thing the exact same way. We bring our own uniqueness to every single thing that we do. And the minute that we grasp that fact and hold that as our absolute truth, that each one of us is a brand onto ourselves, we will begin the process of eliminating the insecurity. Just be creative. In fact, be so creative, be so much yourself that even though you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, you seem different from everybody else because you're being yourself in the process of doing it. Now, let's just say that your insecurity is coming in the form of your relationship, because sometimes that can be a little difficult to see. If you're insecure in your relationship, default back to what I said wholeheartedly, which is that it does not matter who is out there. You simply need to hold fast to the fact that you are you. The person who you are dating or who you are in a relationship with or who you are married to is married to you, not the generic you, the fact that you're a guy or the fact that you're a girl. She or he is married to the specific different you, the you that makes you stand out against all other people. Be that person, be creatively yourself. So that's number one. Don't compare, instead create. Be the most creative. Number two, start small and focus on progress. Many times when people feel insecure, it's because they're looking at the task at hand and giving it too much weight. In other words, Say you're working at a job and there's like a million things to do, and you're looking at all of the things that you have to do in one sight, in one view. That's a mistake. Actually, you're starting off wrong. Don't look at everything in one view because it's going to seem like too much. Instead, prioritize. Put in order the things that you need to do, list them from most important to least important, and then focus all of your attention on the thing that is most important, and then start there. Start off very small. Make your list of things that you need to do, or the thing that you want to overcome, or the challenge that you're trying to succeed at. Make it so small that it's easy to do. There's a saying, you don't eat elephants in one bite. You eat elephants one small bite at a time over time. So you want to make sure that in your process of accomplishing whatever it is, whatever you're trying to do, the goal that you have set before you, you want to break that into small, doable steps. Make it so easy that you can't miss. Give yourself permission to learn over time, to accomplish your goal over time. Don't tell yourself that, or don't put the kind of pressure on yourself to where you are going to accomplish this goal in the next hour. That's you putting too much on yourself. Goals are always achieved with consistency. Consistency means that day after day after day, you do something towards your goal. You don't try to accomplish your goal all in one day. Once again, you're consistent. You do it day after day after day. You do a little bit over time. After 7 days, you've put in 7 times the amount of work to achieve your goal. After 2 weeks, you put in 14 days. After a month, you put in about 31 days. After a year, you've put in about 365 days towards your goals. I guarantee you all of those days are going to add up exponentially. Before you know it, your goal will be accomplished. Okay, so think small. Focus on your progress. Every single day, do a little bit more. It helps also if you measure yourself, because then you can absolutely see how much progress you've made. Here's your third thing that you can do to overcome your insecurities. Give yourself generous permission to fail. So many times when I'm working with my clients or I'm talking to some of my students about things that they are learning or trying to accomplish, or some goal that has been set by one of my clients, many times what I see is a lack of even beginning the process. And most people don't begin the process because they have not wrapped their mind around the fact that they can fail. And it's not just a failure, the failure should not necessarily be the focus if you're looking at failure from a I can't get it standpoint. Failure is actually a good thing. Failure tells all of us that there's something to learn. It tells all of us that, you know what, you're going to be bigger, better, and stronger than you were before you started this new process, or before you started on your journey to achieve that goal, because you're going to do things that you have not done before. The whole point in failing is to see where your deficits are, see where you can build yourself up. Your goal may be to lose weight. It may be to gain muscle. If you go to the gym, it may mean to control yourself. For example, when I go to the gym, I like to lift. I go every single day, 7 days a week, because I believe in consistency and routine. So when I go to the gym, I personally am focused on controlling myself under pressure, which is a different mindset. When you set out to achieve a goal, you're going to fail. When I first started going to the gym, I didn't have the same results that I have now, and nobody will. anything that you start, if you're on a health plan and you're trying to lose weight, you have to give yourself permission to fail. In other words, when you start your program, you're going to fall off. I've been eating plant-based for over about 2 years, 2 or 3 years now. I still have my days. It's not always easy. Sometimes I have days when, you know what, I'll have a cheat meal because I've been eating meat a long time. But I don't beat myself up. I've given myself permission to fail. And therefore, when I do fail or I do slip back up, I just, I enjoy the meal, whatever it is. And after the meal, I get myself right back on track. And I keep pushing until the day comes when I no longer have that desire to want to eat meat, but it is a process. Give yourself permission to fail. Remember, failure is good. Failure is good. It sounds crazy, I know, but trust, failure is good. Fail fast, fail often, fail forward. I think I heard Will Smith say that. I thought it was one of the most profound things in the world, especially if you're at the point in your life where you realize that you can't get away from failure. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you're going to fail. What I want to add to that is to be honest when you fail. Don't do the cover-up job. So many people spend so much time trying to cover up the fact that they failed at something, and it's the owning the failure that allows you to grow from it. Own your failures. When you fall short, you don't necessarily have to announce it to the world, because I get that. We live in a world where when you tell people about your failures, they make judgments about it. They perceive you according to those things, right? But if you can find it at least in yourself to look in the mirror and say, I fell short. Now you can begin the process of figuring out what you did that caused you to fall short and allow yourself to make adjustments. Is monitor and adjust. Monitor your progress and then make any adjustments needed. Now, here's a little secret weapon that I use against failure. Have fun. If you fail, laugh at it. Failure is a part of life. Everybody is failing at something. And the people who say that they aren't failing, they putting up a huge front. But that's okay, because failure is not easy. So when people front like they're not failing, it's okay. If you're fronting like you're not failing, that's okay. But know that there's a better place for you. If you can find it in your heart to laugh at your failures and not be ashamed of them, you'll move further along in life faster. Learn from your failures. Laugh at them. Enjoy them. Understand that it's part of the process. And know that one day you won't fail the same way that you've been failing. Allow your failures to be the experience that carry you further along in life. Once again, remember, give yourself generous permission to fail. This is Coach Raheem, and I just want to reach out to everybody and let you know 3 ways of overcoming your insecurities. Here's a quick reflection for those people who may have missed certain parts. Number 1 is to stop comparing yourself to other people. Number 2, start small and focus on progress. And number 3, give yourself generous permission to fail. This is Coach Raheem. Until next time, y'all take it easy out there. Be good to yourself. Peace.